Now, I can't see you, but you can see me and hear me. And that's just fine enough for me. So if that works for you, that works for me. And so I'm going to talk for about an hour about business and marketing because one, he's going to teach you how to do inspections and business and marketing as well. But I might as well show you a few things that are Florida specific about home inspection business and marketing. And it doesn't matter if you want to go into business on your own or if you want to work for someone and get employed by an inspection firm. You have to know a little bit about business and marketing. You have to make yourself valuable. If you're going to be on your own, do an inspection company on your own, you have to show your clients your value and why you should be hired. And if you are going to think maybe I'll hook up with somebody else and let them employ me, you better be showing them why you're of value to the company. And so it's more than just being a great home inspector. It's about knowing the business and marketing aspects as well. I love my employees who know a little bit about the business, not just about doing the work that I hired them to do, but to know more, right? So I wanted to give you these resources. And we're going to go over a lot of information, but I only want to talk for about an hour. I don't want to waste your time or anything, but I want to give you a few things that I think are going to be really important to you. And one of them is me. You have access to me. I work for you. And my email is right there, ben@internachi.org. And I answer everyone's email. If you need something and you can't find it, or you just have a question, I probably can find that answer for you or that resource for you. So ben@internachi.org. So I'm going to talk for about an hour. And then at the end, I'd like to give away 2 inspector website designs. So InterNACHI has a partner that designs home inspector websites. And we want to give away 2 of those websites. If you're in need of a home inspector website, email me, okay? If you want a customized inspection website designed for you, absolutely free, just email me right now. And it's ben@internachi.org. And then at the end of my presentation, we'll randomly pick out of the list, okay? So if you have your computer open or your device, email me, ben@internachi.org, say you want a website for free. And if you need a website, we'll get you one. And I'll give away 2 today. And for everyone else who doesn't get the 2 free ones, there's a discount code if you're interested in doing a home inspection website design, because that's part of marketing, right? You got to get your business online and you got to tell people to visit your website. And here's what we're going to talk about. So if you have a computer or a mobile device or a pen and paper, you can write things down. You can email me for the slides because we'll go over some of the links and things. And then if you want the video of this to review later, I can provide that to you as well. So if you need any help with inspection training, education, certificates, logos, anything like that, you got an education team and they're at education@internachi.org. You can email them anytime about your education. And if you need help with marketing, flyers, business cards, logos, home maintenance books, things that help you market yourself after you become licensed and certified, go to nachi.org/marketing. InterNACHI's marketing team works for you. There are 6 fully staffed, talented, professional, creative consultants and marketing design professionals. And all of their marketing design work, like if you get a business card and you got to design it, right? It's got to look good. It can't look like crap. And don't download anything from the internet. So get somebody to professionally design your business card. Well, that's InterNACHI's marketing team. And that's at nachi.org/marketing. And all the design work is free. And again, email me if you want, ben@internachi.org if you want a website. We'll give away a couple websites at the end here randomly. But what we're going to do is go to this page, spend some time here, nachi.org/Florida for some Florida specific inspector information and resources. So follow along or take notes or email me later. But if you're on a device of any kind, you can go to nachi.org/Florida, or just sit back and listen and get that information later, okay? So let's go there now. And this is a great page of information for you that has a lot to do with training and also marketing. So you're taking a class right now that fulfills some of the hours to become a licensed home inspector in Florida. That's fantastic at the House of Horrors. You're going to have a ton of fun. It is an amazingly fun house to go through and learn from. You've got some certified master inspectors teaching you as well. Juan Garcia is the best of the best. We were talking about the Florida Home Inspector exam. I recommend taking InterNACHI's Florida Home Inspector exam for the reasons we just talked about, right? Also, I recommend becoming a certified home inspector. Okay, so there's a license and a certification, and InterNACHI helps you do both. The license is issued by the state. The certification, InterNACHI gives you that. Okay, the license is required because that's the law. Home inspectors are regulated by the state. So you got to show a minimum competency, like you got to show that you can do a home inspection by holding a license. Now, InterNACHI is all about really marketing, because holding a license to do something doesn't mean you're going to be successful. It just means you pass the absolute minimum standard required by law in order to do an inspection. And that's a pretty freaking low bar, right? Just because you have a license doesn't mean I'm going to hire you. So it has to be something else, because there's several thousand people holding the same license. Now, what makes you different from all the rest? What makes your phone ring and the other inspector not? It's about marketing. And InterNACHI can help you. Like the InterNACHI marketing team, right, that we just mentioned, those 6 professionals that do free design work for you, they work for only certified inspectors. So get certified as a home inspector. That's why you should get certified in addition to getting a license. There's a lot to do, I know, but you have InterNACHI and mentors and other inspectors and instructors to help you along the way, okay? So there are 6 steps to become certified. And when you become certified by InterNACHI, a whole world of opportunities and resources opens up for you that we don't provide to just license holders. And there are 6 steps to get certified. And I think, well, I know you can do this before Friday, right? So I don't know what you're doing tonight. Maybe studying some material. That's good. Juan's going to teach you a lot of stuff. You'll probably have a headache, get some Tylenol. There's a lot of information you're going to ingest, but there's 6 steps, and you can finish these 6 steps by the end of the week if you're not InterNACHI certified already. One's passing the exam, right? This is one of the reasons why you should take the Florida Home Inspector exam, because you can take it right here. It's not specific to Florida, but it's InterNACHI's exam, and you can prep for the exam. You have to join InterNACHI, right? You're all members of InterNACHI. You have to take the Code of Ethics. That's like 15 minutes. Standards of Practice, that's maybe an hour. And submit 4 mock or simulated inspection reports. You have a House of Horrors right there. You can use InterNACHI's home inspection checklist online, on the phone. On the phone is a little difficult, but on your computer for sure. And write 4 pretend reports right there at the House of Horrors. Inspect that house, the same house, 4 times. You can inspect the apartment that you're in tonight, the house that you're in tonight, the hotel room that you're in tonight. Inspect it 4 times, and that fulfills this requirement. And then you sign the agreement and you're certified. So get certified in addition to becoming a licensed home inspector in Florida. We have live, interactive, online classes that are all recorded, and they're free. That's at internachi.org/webinars. These are the webinars that we have. We've got a couple coming up. I know I'm going to have 1 or 2 more being announced this week. So come back to this website and you can register for free. And these are live. You can join the discussion with other inspectors from all over the world. They attend our webinars. And also there are video recordings. So let's go back. So let's say you wanted to learn more about, I don't know. Let's go. There's a search engine here. Go how about calls, phone calls? So I've got my buddy Brody. He teaches you how to pick up the phone and do something uncomfortable. Pick up the phone and call real estate agents and say hello, right? But he says that that's how he became successful in the beginning. So we have other inspectors who give advice as well. It's not just me teaching, but there are also vendors like America's Call Center. They'll handle your phone calls if you want. So NACHI.org/webinars. It's required by Florida to get insurance. I highly recommend getting a free quote from InterNACHI's insurance company, and that's on this page, NACHI.org/Florida. Network with other certified and licensed home inspectors. If you click this link, it goes to a list of Florida home inspectors that are certified by InterNACHI, not just licensed. And here we go. It's Christopher Haga. You might be in class right now. I don't know. Christopher does not have a website listed in his profile. If he did, it would be right here. And so I highly recommend Christopher get a website, because people don't want to call anybody up anymore. They just want to visit the website and schedule an inspection online. And if you don't have a website, man, that's going to be really tough for you. You got to get your business online, all right? And that's through a website. You could join a local InterNACHI chapter in Florida. So go to NACHI.org/chapters. I think we have 3. Scroll down. Look, we have one in Iraq, Canada, United States, Singapore, South Korea, South Africa. Here's the Florida ones. There's a North Florida chapter, Suncoast chapter, and Tampa Bay chapter. And if you wanted to talk to somebody who knows a lot about Florida, right? I can help you a little bit, but you really should talk to other Florida home inspectors. And if you wanted to go out on a date or something, they usually meet every month or so at a diner or something. It's a lot of fun. You get to rub elbows with other inspectors, talk about business and marketing, see how you're doing in comparison to others. Maybe something new is coming up in Florida. Being a member of a group is really important. You can't be alone and be successful. It's impossible. You're going to have to join an InterNACHI chapter if it's local near you, or you can start your own if you wanted to, and be a part of a network. You can also find a mentor. Juan Garcia is a mentor, an InterNACHI mentor. And I think if you log into the program, you can look under Florida. There it is. And we have 26 mentors in Florida. Okay. And so you can reach out to a mentor. These are experienced, successful inspectors who have agreed to volunteer their time to help others. And I really admire that. We also have some information about mold inspections. Now, I got a quote from Florida, the state of Florida, G.W. Harrell, the director, and he said that you may inspect, sample, identify mold, assuming that the visible mold discovered during a home inspection is less than 10 square feet. You're also allowed to advertise, but you can't say that you're a certified mold assessor or a licensed mold assessor, but you can look for things that destroy wood in a home, and that's mold, and things that affect the indoor air quality, and that's mold growth too. Just because you're a home inspector, you can also help help people with other services. So we have some information about mold inspection. We also have information about wind mitigation inspections, a very popular extra additional service. And actually, we have a My Safe Florida Home program. And InterNACHI has members all over the state of Florida, especially in R2. We manage R2 area. And we were awarded a contract, and we InterNACHI hires InterNACHI licensed and certified home inspectors in Florida to do wind mits in this My Safe Florida Home program. And there's information on that Florida page. Okay. Wind mitigation. 4-point. 4-point is another popular additional or ancillary inspection that you can do in addition to home inspections, a 4-point inspection. You can also look for wood destroying organisms, termites, but you just can't diagnose the condition or state that it's due to termites or some other pest. So that's typically that's the standard in any state. Unless you're a licensed pesticide applicator, you can't identify the termite bug, right? You can't identify that this is a subterranean termite or a wood boring beetle or something like that. But you can tell your client, oh, you've got damage here, and it's not from water, and it's not from somebody cutting or drilling a hole, it's from a bug, right? So that's still a valuable piece of information you can give to your clients about WDOs. Home inspections is all about making money in the hundreds. Commercial property inspections is about making money in the thousands. And we have the resources for you to think about that if you wanted to. Maybe that's an additional service or a different company that you want to, or maybe you want to be one of the inspectors on the team of a commercial property inspection firm. So we train and certify commercial property inspectors, and all the training is online and free. I highly recommend joining our sister association, CCPIA. It's got that dragon there logo, and they are, this is an amazing group. If you really wanted to get hands-on training experience and really good resources for commercial property inspections, think about joining CCPIA, or at least contact them, reach out to them. About marketing, when I was an inspector, I handed out home maintenance books. It gave physical weight to my summary page that I printed out. Sometimes I would just print out a 1 or 2 page summary of my inspection report. It was like a little flimsy, you know. I was asking $396 for a little piece of paper. So I put the paper on top of the maintenance book. So get these things fixed and then read this book about maintaining your home so that it stays in good shape. And we have one specifically to Florida, and we have one in Spanish as well. So you may be interested in that. And then we have a message board. InterNACHI has a huge online forum, a message board, and we have a thread just for Florida home inspectors. And you could see today, I helped somebody, someone's looking for a home inspector at Vero Beach. They're looking for a licensed home inspector there. And let's see, someone was asking about a license. Yeah, they're asking about some specific information about what DBPR says about the business license. And so I wasn't able to give them that specific information, but I gave them resources where they could find it. So the forum is a really good place to ask questions and join the discussion, like dock and seawall inspections. That's a really good topic for Florida. Okay. So let's see, where are we? We talked about InterNACHI hiring in the My Safe Florida Home program. We talked about passing the Florida Home Inspector Licensing Exam. Talked about becoming an InterNACHI certified inspector. Talked about insurance and networking with other inspectors and getting a mentor, joining a chapter. We talked about mold inspections. You could say certain things and not say other things. Wind mitigation inspections is really important. 4 points. Termites, always look for anything that destroys wood. Make lots of money doing commercial property inspections. If you want to go into that, we have that resource. Florida home maintenance books, I showed you that. And the Florida Inspector Message Board, I showed you that. All right, let's go to the next thing. 15 steps to become a successful home inspector. And it doesn't matter whether you're thinking about becoming a home inspector and running your own business, or maybe being employed by another company. But this is 15 steps to become a successful. If you're looking for anything and you can't find it, go here first. It's probably on this page. Go to nachi.org/everything. I tried to put everything on this page. A lot of inspectors over the many years have asked me for information. And so I just kind of update this page whenever a lot of people are asking for a certain amount of information. And a lot of them just want to know, what do I have to do to get some money in my pocket as a home inspector? When do I get to make money? Because there's so much to do in relation to business and marketing and learning. And when does it stop? And when can I start? When can I open up for business and make some money and pay some bills? So I made this list. After you do the first 5 steps, at that point, you're really able to start making some money. And when I ran my own home inspection company, man, it was a great living. I was making it was so much fun. And we had enough to pay the bills and buy a house and had a couple cars and go on vacation. It's a great way to have a wonderful time and make a lot of cash. That's essentially the point of being in business too. So, I mean, if you wanted to make a good living, you can get a good job. If you want to make a great living, think about going into business on your own. And InterNACHI provides you the resources for whichever decision you make. And here's the first 5 steps that you should do in order to get to the point where you can make money, either for yourself or for your employer. Okay. First one is you got to join InterNACHI. It sounds like a sales pitch, but I don't know any other organization that provides all of the resources that you need to be successful, to be a master inspector, as well as an excellent marketer and promoter of your own business and services. And we give you the resources on how to run a business, or maybe help your boss run the business as well. So join InterNACHI, be a member. Make sure you go into your billing account, make your credit card updated and automatic and all that good stuff. Don't slip. Step 2, get trained, certified, and licensed. We'll show you in detail what this step is. Step 3 is purchase some tools. You got $50, you're ready to roll with tools and software. And that's going to be a little more expensive. Step 4, if you don't know what to charge, you won't be in business very long. So you have to calculate what a profitable inspection fee is for you. So if you're going to do a home inspection in Florida, there's a lot of competition, but the way to beat them all is figure out why you're the best. What makes you different from all the rest? I mean, I love cheeseburgers, right? I talk about this in my marketing class about buying the best cheeseburger. I mean, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. There are, I don't know, 100 places where I can get a cheeseburger within 20 miles, right? But why do I choose only 1 or 2? Because they are the absolute best cheeseburgers. I mean, Char Grill burgers are the best burgers in downtown Raleigh. I mean, they're fantastic. There's a line out onto the street. They don't have any seating. You have to stand and eat your cheese because that's how good it is. And I'm willing to buy that cheeseburger for top dollar. You really should think of yourself as a cheeseburger. Like, what makes you the best burger in town? Because you hold a license? No, everyone else is holding a license. Because you're certified. Well, that's a good first step. But because you're certified, you get access to other resources that help you figure out the answer to the question, why should I hire you? Why should I hire you? Think about it tonight, right? Okay, imagine being trained and certified and licensed through InterNACHI and doing an inspection on the House of Horrors and running, I got my software, but really, yada, yada, that's what everyone else is doing. That's what everyone else is doing. What makes you different from all the rest? And I have a resource to help you answer that question. And then talk about website stuff, step 5. And at this point, you can start making money. So let's go to step 1, and we'll finish out by going through these things here, all these steps. You join InterNACHI. You can switch from monthly to yearly, either way. So we have all these resources, a huge world of opportunity. InterNACHI is kind of like an amusement park. You get through the front door and you can take all these rides. We have all these resources for you. Too much to handle right now. You focus on a few things during class, but then you can come back. You can take the online inspector exam. Online inspector exam will show you where you're strong and where you're weak. And that's a pretty good thing to do. So if you're kind of weak in electrical, right? How do I inspect an electrical panel? This examination, at the end of the exam, after it asks you a bunch of questions about electrical and you're not answering them very well, no one knows if you fail. No one keeps your score. It's all confidential in your dashboard account, okay? It'll tell you what to do in order to strengthen your knowledge in that topic. So it's kind of fun. It's one of the 6 things you got to do to become certified. So you might as well take the online exam. And then here's that page for 6 steps to become certified, right? And earn that CPI credential. And it looks like this. This is part of marketing. This is also part of showing that you're competent, right? Because InterNACHI, this huge, big certification organization, has given you this logo that you can use in your marketing, and that you're kind of borrowing trust. InterNACHI trusts you that you are a competent inspector, and so you want to show that, right? You want to borrow InterNACHI's trust and show other people who don't know you at all, because you're new, that you have attained a certain level of competency and credibility. So think about becoming a good inspector, but don't forget about marketing that you're a good inspector. And InterNACHI helps you with that. If you want to learn how to perform a home inspection in addition to what you're doing now, and you can go through this course. This is a really good course about like the basics of doing a home inspection, right? And the goal here is to learn the standards of practice. The InterNACHI standards of practice and the Florida home inspection standards of practice, they're basically the same. They're pretty close to each other. A couple words off, that's all. But we'll teach you the standards of practice and how to perform a home inspection according to the standards of practice. We'll teach you how a home works. So if you're an engineer or someone's in class, a teacher or something, you know, or maybe you've never owned a home or something like that, that's okay. We'll show you how a home works and how to find defects that may exist in that home within this course. And then it's kind of fun. Home inspectors don't need to learn how to fix stuff, but this class will teach you how to fix things that you find that are wrong in a home. So you can communicate that to your clients. And then it'll teach you how to maintain a home and how to save home energy. So it's a pretty good course. It's a long course, but just wanted to show you, you have a ton of resources. If you're interested in taking an online course, this would be a good course to take about beginning how to do a home inspection, you know, an introduction to the home inspection process. Maybe you like live hands-on training, and that's good too. We have both. And then another thing that a lot of new inspectors want is experience. They want to know, how do I get experience? How do I practice? I don't have any confidence in my ability to do an inspection, especially for a client, and then write a report. How do I gain that experience and confidence? We have a resource for you. You click that link there. And I made this page for a lot of my students on how to get experience, practice inspecting, talk about ride-alongs and mentoring, right? Because you can't be successful alone. You have a lot of opportunities to network with other people. And basically, this is the main thing. If you're going to get anything out of this presentation, it's this one. And if you're new, totally new, and you have no idea how to do a home inspection, that's okay. Just do an inspection on wherever you are tonight after class. Hotel room, you inspect that bathroom 10 times. It's silly, isn't it? It ain't. Because if you stumble and fall and, you know, you're not very good at even inspecting a bathroom, you'll never be a good inspector. So pick one system, the kitchen in your apartment, in your friend's apartment. If you're crashing at a friend's house, go to inspect their kitchen, right? 10 times with InterNACHI's checklist that I showed you, that free thing that you can do on your desktop or your phone, or maybe print it out, or just do your own software or buy software, a free trial software. Inspect the home 10 times. You have to inspect the home 10 times. Don't have a client without inspecting your home at least 10 times. And crash and burn where there's no risk, right? There's no risk to your credibility. You don't have a client. No one's paying you. There's no expectations. There's no one around you. You can goof around. Your software may crash. You know, you can get lost. Inspect your house 10 times. That's the best way. And then offer to do it. Offer to do a home inspection to your friends, your family, your neighbors. Everybody in your neighborhood neighborhood should know who you are. Everybody in my neighborhood knows that I'm the inspector, that I've got these cool tools. I got a moisture meter. Oh, where's my pullback? I got a moisture in my car. Got a moisture meter and an infrared camera. And it rains a lot in North Carolina. So everyone's having like these water problems. It's so much fun. But I do these inspections for free to keep my training constant. I'm constantly training, constantly looking. When I go into a restaurant, I'm constantly looking up. I'm looking around, see what's going on. I'm always inspecting my house, always inspecting my friend's house, always constantly practicing inspecting. So it becomes really fluid for you. And you get this process down. So right in the beginning, you're probably wondering what the heck to do first. That's what the standards of practice is for. The standards of practice is the foundation upon which all great home inspections are based. Standards of practice tells you what to inspect and what you don't have to inspect. Standards of practice is the basis for every good inspection checklist. It is the basis for every good inspection report. It's what the home maintenance book chapters are. It's the standards of practice. So use InterNACHI standards of practice. It'll tell you what you got to inspect. And what do you put in your checklist on what to inspect? Right there, A, B, C, D, E. You have to inspect these things. And it'll tell you how too. You have to inspect the roof from the ground level, or you don't have to get on the roof. It tells you that as well. It also, the standards of practice also limits the scope of your inspection. So you don't have to find every defect. And that's really important to know when you're new. You're not hired to find every problem. You don't have to find everything that's wrong. And if the roof leaks tomorrow, the day after your home inspection, guess who's responsible? Not you. The home inspector is not responsible for any future events. What if during the inspection, you turn on a dishwasher and it leaks all over the floor? Oh, it gets the carpeting wet and everything. Guess who's responsible? Not you. You're supposed to find problems. You're supposed to find problems, right? But you're not responsible for all the problems. And you're not responsible for any future problems. If there's a defect above my head right now, if there's a defect above my head right now, and I don't see it, it won't be in the report. Now, if I do see it, it may not be in the report either. It's in the report only if two things happen. I see it, okay? And I consider it to be a really big, major problem. Then it will be in the report. Those two things, those two requirements have to happen. So if there's a defect underneath the carpeting that I'm not required to move, underneath the grand piano that I'm not required to move, right? It won't be in the report. If I don't see it, it won't be in the report. If I see it and I don't think it's a big deal, it won't be in the report. At the time of the inspection, I did not see any material defects. Material means major. That's the sentence I always say. At the time of the inspection, I did not see a major defect in the roof system, let's say. Or I did not see an active roof leak during the inspection at the time of the inspection. Or if I do see one, I go, at the time of the inspection, I observed a material defect above my head, right? I observe it. I deemed it to be major. Now it's in the report. So as a new inspector, I think you should feel like you can have some fun making a lot of money because you're not responsible for everything. You're just responsible for following the standards of practice. So review the standards of practice is my recommendation. Step 3, this is the funny part too. You don't need a whole lot of tools to make $100,000. You need a flashlight, you need a GFCI tester, and you need a voltage tester. Because if there's a loose wire, you don't know if it's live or not. So you need one of those things that go beep, beep, beep. You know, you don't want to touch anything in the crawl space or attic or inside the wall or something like that. You need a GFCI tester to make sure the GFCI is in the bathroom and the kitchen all test and the exterior. And you need a flashlight so you can see things, right? Can't see anything in the dark. Those 3 tools can make you a lot of money. And when you start making money and you have a nice website, you can purchase gloves, indoor air shoes, half mask respirators, an infrared camera, moisture meter, all kinds of stuff. You can go all the way to a drone if you wanted to. But first, make cash, make money, and then reinvest the profits back into your business. So you can go shopping for inspection tools at Inspector Outlet. That's our e-commerce partner. That's a good shop because they recognize InterNACHI membership ID numbers and give you a discount. You can use InterNACHI's free home inspection checklist to practice at the House of Horrors. That's one of the 6 steps to become certified. You have to write 4 pretend reports using this software, and it looks like this. So it loads up, you put in your address, and you go through the roof, and here's a major defect was found, and I uploaded some pictures, and then another major defect was found at the gutter, and I uploaded pictures. So you can upload 1 picture, you can upload a ton of pictures. You can jump to any section, and maybe you turned on the cooling system and there were no defects observed. Okay. Describe the thermostat in the dining room, right? Optional pictures, the cooling method, forced air duct. Did you observe any cooling system that didn't operate? No. Drag a photo. Did you observe any cooling system that was inaccessible? No, everything was accessible, right? Boom, check mark, that's green. The cooling system is done. I did that in what, 10 seconds? I'm going to plumbing next, right? So you need to practice inspecting, writing a report, maybe use this checklist. That's a good idea because it fulfills the certification requirements, and learn how to write a report as well. And it produces a report eventually. But you can also go shopping for report writing software. And I have Juan Garcia and your instructors, your mentors, other inspectors, they'll tell you like there's a lot of really good software out there. So I'm just telling you what I like. I have no financial incentive. I could care less what you do. I have Spectora on my phone. I also have a template in the template community of Spectora, and you can use my template just to get you going, right? It takes a while to create a template. It took me like several days, so you can get a jump start on that. It's expensive. This is probably more expensive than insurance, home inspection software, but you may want to go cheap and affordable in the beginning, but you really want to get really good software eventually. And so, ask for free trials, ask for a discount, try to get the software that you love, that looks really good, that's recommended by others. And then like Spectora software has features. So does Home Inspector Pro and Easy and Home Gauge. They have automations that makes your life easy, like scheduling. They have scheduling to schedule a inspection with you, a software inspection, a home inspection, or termite inspection, or mold inspection, or 4-point inspection with you, and you put that scheduling widget, that's the word I was looking for, on your website, so that at any time during the day or night, somebody can schedule an inspection with you, and you don't have to do it by pencil and paper. It's all automatic. And then when they schedule with you, they get automatic emails or texts, and it's all automated. You don't have to do any of this stuff. It looks like you're sending out texts and emails, but you're not. The system is working for you. And that's a point that I want to make, that in order to be successful, you have to have systems in place so that you're not doing everything yourself. In the beginning, if you're running your own company, you're going to be the person working on your business, working in it as an inspector, and then trying to do marketing and pay the bills and all that stuff. So if you can, find systems in place that work for you. And one of them is software. The other one is don't make your own website. Get somebody to design a website for you. And don't do any of your marketing. Get someone to professionally design all of your marketing for you. And that's For websites, that's through InterNACHI, and for marketing, that's through InterNACHI. We don't have software. We have a free checklist, but again, you can ask around about software. It's one of the most expensive, but most important things you can do. All right, calculating profitable inspection fees. If you don't know how much money you need to make, you won't be here very long. You have to figure that out. It has nothing to do with what the next inspector next to you is charging. It has something to do with that. You engage yourself in that. You engage the market in that way. But for you to make money, for you to have a good salary and to pay the bills and pay the business operating expenses and costs and to go on vacation and to make some profits you can invest in your retirement or put some money in your back pocket. It's all about math. And so in chapter 11 of InterNACHI's free online home inspection business and marketing course, chapter 11, we've got two inspectors, Inspector John and Inspector Mary. They're trying to figure out, they've just completed their certification as home inspectors, right? And they're trying to figure out what to charge for a typical home inspection. And they approach it in two different ways. So it's a kind of like a fun chapter to go through and watch how they actually calculate what they need to charge per inspection. They even figure out how to charge per hour, because you have to think of it like, well, how long does it take me to drive to and from an inspection? Well, you should be paid for that time. And so this is a really great home inspection business and marketing course. Have you ever taken a business course or a marketing course or read some books or something like that? There's nothing like this course. It's the best. It will tell you how to start up, build, operate, market, and grow an inspection business. Man, if you're thinking about working for someone else, just tell him or her that you took a home inspection business course, right? And a home inspection business or marketing course. That's of extreme value to an employer. And it's really critical if you're running your own business. Well, this course covers everything: business and marketing. It covers training, software, tools, includes marketing, mentoring, a website, and legal documents. So it covers everything. So take a look at the home inspection business and marketing course. Step 5, we're almost at the point where we can start making money, and we're 45 minutes in. Get your business online, or at least learn about it right now, so that when you work for someone else and you take a look at their website, at least you'll know, is this a good website or not? Or if you are starting off with your own business, think about a business name, think about a domain. They're usually related, and it's kind of fun. Let's go find a domain for your company, okay? Let's use Google Domains. So you go to Google Domains, and you can type in, like, maybe your inspection company is fatbeninspections.com. Let's see if somebody has that domain. I can get it. It's available for $12 a year. I don't know my math, but I think that means like $1 a month. It's cheap. A domain is cheap, right? And don't go to, there actually is a domain registrar company called cheapdomains.com. Don't go to cheapdomains.com. Don't buy anything with the word cheap in the title. You're going to get what you pay for. So go to Google Domains. They own the internet, right? Buy a domain off of Google. How about Juan Garcia Inspections.com? Let's see if that's available. It is. It's for $12 a month. I can get Juan Garcia Inspections.com, right? That's pretty cool. So go to Google Domains or Wix.com and type in what you think your business name might be. And just a real quick marketing tip, you want to keep your domain name and your business name unique. And one of the fun ways to keep it unique is to have an adjective and a noun in the name. So like, I don't know, blue dog inspections, right? Or Fat Ben inspections, or uh, I don't know, red house inspection. I don't know, but you don't have to do the common. Don't go Sherlock Holmes inspections. It's beaten to death. So or first American inspections. A lot of American stuff out there. A lot of flags and eagles and houses with chimneys. Try to be different. Try to be different. Don't be the same as everybody else. You have to stand out. Remember, you have to be the best burger. Get a business logo designed for free from InterNACHI's marketing team. We talked about the marketing team. All their design work is free. You buy don't go to Vistaprint. Vistaprint doesn't work with home inspectors only. InterNACHI's marketing team does. And they've been doing this for years, and they have tens of thousands of logos they've designed. And this is pretty cool. And I would say just at this screen, I haven't seen this recent one. They put recent ones at the top. Like this, these are different. Each one is very different. That's pretty good. That's just the top 9 or whatever that is, top 15. This is really good. I like it. Maybe if you got a dog, look, that's very unique, right? Or if you have a letter in your name, or if you have a family shield kind of thing, or if you're into chickens, that's pretty good, right? Let them design a logo for you. So get a domain, get a logo designed by InterNACHI's marketing team. Their work is free. Then you put that logo on your website. Now, if you don't have a website, go to nachi.org/website for information and details. nachi.org/website. I have a family member who runs this company. So they do really good work. And if you're ever in need of like extra help, you can always email me, if you know what I mean. So go to nachi.org/website and get a website designed by Inspector Website Builder. Okay. You put that logo on your website, and then they'll connect your logo and your domain to your website. Then you go to InterNACHI's members only profile. This is your InterNACHI account, and you update your profile with what? Your website domain, so that people can find you. And here it is, your company info. You type in your company info here, fatbeninspections.com, right? Or juangarciainspections.com. Put your company name right there and your website, okay? Why? Because InterNACHI will send you job leads for free. Now, there's companies out there that will charge you for it. I'm not a fan of them. Maybe they work for you. That's fantastic. I've tried them. It just doesn't, I don't like the bidding process and being picked in a way that I don't like. I like to spend money, or really not spend any money, and get job leads. So InterNACHI is doing that for you because you're a member of InterNACHI and you've become certified. This is a service for only certified inspectors. You update your profile with your website. Now, InterNACHI is out in the internet using SEO, trying to gather and find people who are interested in a home inspection in their area. And as soon as we find one, we send them to your listing, and they will land on your website. And you can actually track people landing on your website. Now, it's up to your website to convert that visitor into a client. And that's why you need to pick a website design company that knows how to convert a website visitor into a client. Wink, wink. So domain, logo, website, update your profile, and then you can start making money. There's a couple other things you could do to help, like type in your zip codes, specific zip codes that you work in. You got to get a Google business profile. There's a little video. Everybody can do it. It's free. And then you got to get Google reviews to compete with other burgers in town, so to speak. But at this point, you can start making money as a home inspector. So those are first 5 steps to have everything in place at a certain point where you can, on your own, as a owner and operator of a home inspection company, you're not just a home inspector. You have to think of yourself as an owner of a company, or you want to present yourself as something incredibly valued to an employer to be part of a multi-inspector firm. Do these 5 steps. Even if you don't need to do a website, take a look to see make sure the company that you work for has a multi-inspector firm account at InterNACHI. Why? So we can send jobs. We want our inspectors to be busy. We want to send part of our job is to occupy the internet so heavily that if anybody is looking for a home inspector in a certain zip code, it's an InterNACHI certified home inspector. And we just give that lead to you. That's why it's important not just to hold a license in Florida, but to think about marketing. And so you want to always go back to a resource that's effective, proven, successful, and hopefully free. And that's InterNACHI. You want to be a member of InterNACHI, get trained and certified, start doing some business and marketing, be a good inspector. You don't have to be the best inspector in the world. You don't even have to find all the problems in a home, right? Just be a good inspector and start working on marketing and business. Okay, so let's see. We talked about the 15 steps. The first 5 steps are critical to start making money. Let's see. We did the step-by-step process about getting experience. Remember, inspecting your bathroom 10 times. Talked about inspection tools and checklist and report writing software. Talked about the inspection business and marketing course. Yep. Talked about getting a domain and logo and website job leads, right? So that's why I want to present, but let's see. Oh, I got a ton of requests for a free website. This is great. So let's give this away. Okay, one more minute.
Yeah.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
If I send you an
16.
email for Juan Garcia, can I participate?
Absolutely. I think that's cheating. So you're not going to win. You can email me, but you ain't going to win. I won't let you win. Okay, so there's 21 requests. I'm going to generate a couple of random numbers. Ready? Just click it and ready. Stop. 19. So who's number 19? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9. Casey.
Casey?
Yeah.
All right. Congrats, man.
So Casey,
First one.
I'm going to hook you up with a free website. I'm send myself an email right here. And you'll get an email from me in about an hour. Website. And you'll hook up with someone who's going to take care of you. And they'll tell you how to get a free website. Okay. Totally free. And it's going to be a good website. Promise. Let's see. Let's do it again. Okay. So let's generate another one. Another random number. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ryan, Davagino.
All right, you got a website.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, man. Okay, let me do this, and then I want to give everybody a discount for who didn't win. If you're interested, I'll give you a discount. So free website. Okay, you're gonna get just a little note from me, but I'll send you more information, fellas. Okay, let's see. If you wanted a discount, a 10% discount for a customized inspection business website for anyone in class today, those who didn't win the 2 free ones, just email me again and just put 10% in the subject line. Can you write 10% in the subject line? That'd be great. For those of you who are still interested in an inspection business website. But if you want to take a look to see, like maybe you'll want something that you haven't even seen, right? Well, what am I getting for free or at a discount? Go to nachi.org/website and make a decision then, okay? Your code will stay good. So you don't have to make a decision right now, but go to nachi.org/website. And my family runs this business, and I am passionate. I've been trying to get inspectors online for years because not everybody, like we saw, remember the listing? We went to a Florida home inspector, didn't have a website, and that's no good. Now they may be busy with inspections, but you know, the general rule right now in this economy, in this market, and then for this industry, you need a website. You need a website that kind of shows off how good you are as an inspector and how easy it is to schedule with you. And that's what we design. We design websites just for inspectors that do just that, convert visitors into scheduled clients. I want to thank you all. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I love emails. Okay. That's all I do. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you in any way I can. And my name is Ben Gromicko. I'm at ben@internachi.org.
Any questions before Ben leave us? Yes, sir.
Ben, do you hear me?
No. Yeah, he can hear you.
Okay, so to become the CPI tonight, that was his suggestion.
Okay.
He's talking about 74 mock inspections.
Yes.
Does that have to be a specific part of the house, or is the whole house done a couple of times, or how? That's the only thing I find a little bit more difficult to understand.
Okay, I think you asked to become certified home inspector and use the mock reports, the 4 checklist reports. Do you have to inspect the whole house or just part of it? You have to
Correct.
inspect the whole house. You have to do a home inspection, a full simulated pretend home inspection. I was just saying to get practice, to get experience inspecting, you can just do your kitchen, right? Inspect your kitchen or your bathroom or the roof 10 times. But to be certified, you have to do 4 reports and show that you inspected the entire home 4 times. And it could be the same home. We made it easy. So it could be the same home, but inspect the entire system. In fact, the checklist, it has all these parts to it, right? It won't let you produce a report unless you check off everything. So you have to inspect everything according to the standards of practice. So it's kind of like we're forcing you to write a report, not just of a system, but of the entire home.
Make sense? All right, cool. Thank you, sir. One more question. Yes.
What would be the advice on whether you work with somebody else in person or
His question is, what is your advice of working for somebody else or started on his own?
I would say that's more of a personal character question for yourself, right? For me, I've worked for very few other people. It's just not in me. I'm not a very good employee. I've got too strong of a head. I got my own ideas. And when I see something that's not right, I just want to change it immediately without asking permission. That's a terrible employee, right? But if you want to not have any risk, right? But be gainfully employed, then I would go for that, right? If you want to be on your own, and there's a lot of risk to operating your own business. There's a lot of work to do. There's no more Netflix. There's no more movies at night. At night, you are working on your business and you're thinking about your business. And when you're a business owner, you think about like, you're the last one to get paid, right? You're thinking about paying the bills, thinking about taking care of everyone else, think about marketing so you can generate business for people who work in your company. Maybe it's just only you. It's the same thing. Or you have that personality where, you know what, I don't want to take that risk and stuff. I want to do my $200 a day inspection and pound out a fantastic inspection for my employer who really values someone like me. I'm a great inspector. I love people, love talking to people. Man, I can take care of people, and I'm doing it all while I'm inspecting homes. I kind of like that. And when I'm done at 5 o'clock, 4:30, I'm done, So it's up to you. It's really like a personal characteristic kind of question.
I give you a good answer there. Yes, sir. One more.
Maybe it's a twist to the same question. It's about risking at the beginning. Do I want to work for somebody else for 6 months, 1 year? Do you think the mentorship program is good enough to get me where I have to get without having to work with somebody else? Maybe it's the transition of beginning the business what I would really like to know.
He wants to know if the mentorship or ride-alongs are sufficient versus working for somebody and having a transition.
Oh, I did a lot of ride-alongs, and I am a mentor. I help a lot of inspectors out, but I think that question's for you, Juan. I mean, I know you. You're a fantastic coach and mentor of other men and inspectors and women and employees and teams. Juan Garcia has teams of people working for him. So I think right now in class, you've got a great resource. I'd pull Juan aside, after class and maybe pick his brains, because this is why you're at this class, because we only have the best instructors. And I really am serious. I'm not just like having Juan Garcia teach you because I can only get Juan to teach you. Like he's one of the best, if not the best. So pull him aside and ask these questions. So for that question in particular, I'm going to give it to Juan because I know he's better than me.
Thank you, Ben.
Sorry, Cory.
No, sorry. I mean, Ben is here, he's all over the place. For me personally, if you want to become an inspector for me, and I see right away that you're planning to eventually have your own business, most companies will not hire you. That's it. That's the truth. If that is your goal to have a business, what I mentioned earlier, like a BNI group that you can do ride-alongs with electricians, plumbers, roofers, HVAC, not only with home inspectors. By the time you do enough inspections for yourself, your family, your friends, your neighbors, and you do a couple ride-alongs, you will feel confident enough to be independent. And whatever question you come across when you're doing a home inspection, you still have access to InterNACHI, Ben, me, to ask those questions on the field. Those electricians, those plumbers, those AC guys, those roofers that you meet, you can also text them, hey, I'm on this roof. This is weird. Never seen this before. So you will build in that process different contacts besides home inspectors and InterNACHI, people that will answer that. So I don't think you have to work for somebody to get started. But I have inspectors that when something goes wrong, they don't want to deal with the problems. I'm their firefighter. The business owner takes care of all the freaking problems. When something, when we do inspections in December, dry season, and now May starts raining and there's some leaks showing up, who gets the call? I get the call. They go home at night, they sleep on their bed, they put their head on their pillow, they don't have to worry about it. I worry about it. So again, Ben is right, it's a matter of personality. If you don't mind dealing with problems, resolving issues, being that firefighter, then, be independent. If you don't want to deal with that, then work for somebody. There's no perfect answer. It all depends on each individual. Any other questions for Ben? Yes. He's asking the difference on the pricing on home inspection softwares and the difference of what they cover. So because I know you were giving this class, I have not discussed anything about softwares and things like that. But now that I have that question, we'll get more into details about softwares. Anyone that you personally prefer, Ben?
Yeah. I try for years. I've tried not to have one recommendation. Right.
Which one?
Well, I like Spectora.
You like Spectora? My advice is that there's some Spectora offers a free trial, right?
Yeah, I would.
Right now,
I would
after Ben, I'm gonna give you guys a 10-minute break. But in the break, I'll suggest to go to Spectora or Tap Inspect or Home Inspector Pro or maybe a couple of them and get that free trial, because we will practice here report writing every day. Get that free trial now here in class. So by Friday, you know which one you personally would like.
Good. Yep.
Huh? 5 free home inspection with Spectora. Sign up today because we'll start writing here. Like today we'll do exterior, tomorrow we'll do roofing, and you start practicing those writing reports this week. Use those free trials this week so you decide which one you like best.
Yep.
Any other questions for Ben? No? Ben, they're good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks,
Big Ben.
Juan. Thank you,
The guy
everybody.
has the free website. What's his name?
Yep.
Casey. Should be Big Casey. The guy like 6'6", like looks like a football player. So maybe we could call his website Big Bear Inspections or something like that.
Okay. I got everybody's email. I can see. All right. See you, everybody. Stay safe and
All
healthy.
right. Thank you,
Thanks,
man.
Juan. Bye.